Good morning, groovy citizens, and happy Friday. Happy fantastic Friday. Y'all, it is finally Friday. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but I am so excited. Now, if this is your last work day for the week, 2 thumbs up to you. If you have to work this weekend, it's all good. Go and make your money so that you can do the things that you need to do. My prayers are going to be with you as you do that. So, y'all, let's jump on into today's topic because... Oh, I think I told y'all about that already. If I didn't, I'll go back and check. But if I didn't, I'll tell you about wisdom. Make sure you guys are following me on wisdom. I think my name is at Coach Michelle, if I'm not mistaken. You guys, last week I made top mentor. I got the top mentor badge. And so I am super excited about it. And yeah, I'm just excited about it. So I'll find something to talk about today, and I'll do a talk a little later on since I did not do one on yesterday. So please make sure you are following me on Instagram, not Twitter, because I'm not on it that often. Instagram, Wisdom, Facebook, and YouTube. If you watch this video on YouTube, scroll down in the comment section and I have all the ways that you can connect with me on my social media platforms. Please make sure you guys do that. I would greatly appreciate it, because your following me helps the algorithm do what it needs to do. Okay. Now, today's topic is nothing in your life just happens. Yeah, I was so excited. I could not wait to talk about this. Nothing. Let me say that one more time. Nothing in your life just happens. And so the quotes that I'm going to be sharing with you are all by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And he says, nothing in your life just happened. There are some things that you learn in the process, in the painful grappling of climbing up to a place rather than being zapped to a place. The things that you went through getting there give you the tenacity to stay there. Come on now. The fight is your friend. He says, people always remember and talk about how you made it and you're king, or you're the president or the pope or whoever you are, but they don't understand what all you went through to get there. And y'all know I've talked about that before. People only see the surface, but they don't get to see all of the work you had to put in behind the scenes to get where you are and whatever area of your life that you're in. He says, I've been sick before, I made it. Ooh, I've been broke before, I made it. I've been brokenhearted before, I made it. I cried all night, but I made it. I've been betrayed, but I made it. I've been lied on, but I made it. I've been destitute, but I made it. I've been rejected, but I made it. Sometime when you're imagining how things are going to go, they don't go the way you imagined. And if you're a weak person, you will quit because it didn't go the way you imagined it. Let me tell you something. In life, things don't always turn out the way that we want them to, but I want to encourage you to keep pushing forward. Don't you give up. Do not give up just because things are not working out the way you want. There's a reason why things are not working out the way you want them to. Always remember that. He says, every time life runs you to a breaking point, you will give up and quit. You will back away and run. You will say this is too hard. This is too emotional. This is too stressful. And you'll back away. You cannot be a champion until you have survived a breaking point. And I'm going to unpack what a breaking point is in just a few minutes. And then he says, when you are at a breaking point, the enemy wants to isolate you. You ever notice that? When you're at your breaking point, the enemy wants to try to isolate you. See, because the enemy can get in your head when you're by yourself. What is that on my window? When you're by yourself, that's why I want you to stay away from other people. Come on now. The whole world has turned its head to hear what you have to say. Do you have something to say or not? Y'all have no idea how powerful that was when he said that. He says, what you do over the next few months will determine the next few years in your life. Can I say that one more time? Because somebody in the back of the room missed it. What you do over the next few months, listen carefully now, will determine the next few years in your life. How you manage the critical mass of this moment will determine the outcome, whether you acquiesce back to the gravitational pull of your ordinariness. I love that word. Or whether you break through into another orbit and another dimension of who you are. I would suggest to you that everything you have gone through in your previous dimension has prepared you, excuse me, my eyes itching, has prepared you for this dimension. And you're right on the verge of your, you're right on the verge if you can master the breaking point. You earned it. You scuffled for it. You fought for it. And now you can hold it down. And then he says, the only thing wrong with your dream is that you are trying to do it by yourself. Again, somebody needs to hear this. The only thing wrong with your dream is that you're trying to do it by yourself. And let me tell you what I know. That I know for a fact. That I cannot achieve my dreams by myself. See, I need you all to help me get to the dream that I'm trying to get to of where I'm going in my business. I need God every day, okay? I need him every day, every hour. I cannot live this life without other people. And until you come to grips with that, you will always fail. Because you're trying to do things by yourself, and you just were not meant to live in this world by yourself. Come on now. What did I say? Oh, the only thing wrong with your dream is that you are trying to do it by yourself. The difference between start and finish is determined by how you handle the breaking point. And I know you're saying, but Michelle, what is this breaking point? We're going to talk about that. He says new levels bring new devils. So while you're coming up on one side, your haters, problems, situations, circumstances, responsibilities, debt factors, deals, organizational infrastructure, needs all come up on the same level. That one size, you can't come up over here and not come up over there. They both grow up together. And then he says, just because your circumstances don't reflect it right now, doesn't mean that you don't have it. Believe in yourself and get up out of there and go do what you've got to do. Let me say that one more time. Just because your circumstances don't reflect it right now doesn't mean that you don't have it. Believe in yourself and get up out of there and go do what you've got to do. Like I said, something that you all are trying to do, you're not seeing it, and so you want to give up your breaking point. But I'm here to tell you, you've got to keep pushing forward. It's all right that it doesn't look like what it is, whatever it is that you want it to look like now. Hang in there, and it will. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure. If you give up, you will never get to the end. You will never see your dream manifest itself because you've given up. Let's talk about the breaking point. The breaking point is a moment of stress in which we break down. It feels like you're never going to get back up again. We are more than under pressure. The situation becomes critical for our survival. Everyone faces a breaking point. We all get there in distinct ways. So we have different ways of how we get to wherever it is that we're trying to get to. But if you don't give up, you can get there. So now I'm putting on my seatbelt because I need to get on around this corner and get my caramel iced coffee because it's almost 10, it's after 10 o'clock. And yeah, I need to eat my breakfast, but I want me an iced coffee. I need it, y'all. Help me because I need it. Anywho, so let's unpack that just a little bit while I'm driving, and then I'm going to bid you good day. So I talked about today how nothing ever just happens. And I know you're thinking, yeah, but Michelle, that's easier for you to say, but you don't understand. My life was going along great, and all of a sudden this happened, that happened, the other happened. Well, no, I do understand, because that's just the way life is. But I also know that, just like I shared with you all, nothing ever just happens. When things happen, it may be a surprise to us, i.e. you and me, But can I tell you that it wasn't a surprise to God? See, God already knew that whatever it is that you're dealing with in your life, he already knew that you were going to go through that thing. He already knew that that thing was going to come up for you. He knows what's going to happen for you in your life in the next 10 years, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, depending on how old you are, 60 years from now. He already knows. Nothing ever comes as a surprise to him. He is quite aware of what's going to happen for you in your life. It seems like it to you that it's just happening out of the blue, but nothing ever just happens. I've always believed, well, I was always taught, but I also have always believed that when things happen to us, they happen for us as well. I've always believed that God uses our situations for various things. This is why anytime I'm dealing with something, I always say, all right, Lord, I need you to show me why you're allowing this to happen to me and or for me. Show me, Lord, what is it that you want me to get out of this? Because if I just go all in, as I talked about, trying to do things by yourself, that's the only problem with your goals and your dreams, is you're trying to make them happen on your own, and you can't always do that. You're going to need some help. You cannot live this life with just you. Even if you don't physically have other people there helping you, you have to have God. I promise you that. You cannot live this life without having God a part of it. Now, you can try to cut him out if you want to. I wouldn't suggest it, but you can if you want to. But I promise you, it's not going to fare well for you. But I digress. So I just want you to understand that no matter what you're going through, no matter what it is, you might be at a place where your relationship didn't work out. Be it a romantic relationship, a friendship, that job didn't work out, where you were living, the car that you were driving didn't work out, whatever it is, I promise you, it didn't work out for a reason. See, again, God had to get your attention. And as long as your mind is focused on those, I can't air quote because I'm driving, things, he can't get your attention. So he'll take them away from you. And then he'll say, how about now? Do I have your attention now? So look at it as God's way of getting your attention. Don't look at it as his way of trying to punish you, because God has no reason to want to try to punish any of us. God loves us too much for that. But he has to get your attention. And what I do know is that if you don't let go of some things, he can't bless you with the things that he has for you, because you're too busy holding on to something that he's been trying to get you to let go of. But for whatever reason, you are determined that you're going to hold on to it. So I look at it that way, and just know that God is good. Life is good. And you can achieve your goals and your dreams. Just know that you can't do it alone. Just know that if you allow the right people in that can help you, then you will go far. This is why every day my prayer is a simple one. Lord, let my name be mentioned in rooms that my feet haven't even stepped into. Let my name be mentioned right now. Even as I'm doing this video, I'm asking God, let my name, let your name, our names be mentioned in rooms that our feet have yet to even step into. That's a powerful thing when people are already talking about you, in a good way, of course, and you haven't even stepped in that room. You haven't even met those people, but God is going to place them in your life. Because again, nothing ever just happens. Everything happens for a reason. Like I said, it may not feel good. You don't understand why. And you're like, Lord, why me? What is going on? But I can promise you that everything happens for a reason. And I just wanted to go back and just, just remind you, you cried, you've been betrayed, you've been destitute, all of that, but you made it. So guess what? If you made it before, you can make it again. And then remember, here's your takeaway. What you do over the next few months will determine the next few years in your life. Y'all don't forget that. That's it. That's my time. If you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. I miss you guys. Y'all know I always miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your day, because I want nothing but the best for each and every one of you. Many of you I've never met and probably never will get a chance to meet, but it's all right. You know why? Because you're not doing this by yourself. God is watching over you, and I'm praying for you. Lord knows I am. I pray for you all just as much as I pray for myself, if not more. But you can do it. Just know that nothing that you're going through or nothing in your life just happens. It happens for a reason. Embrace it, learn from it, and go out there and do great things. Y'all know the drill. You know my spiel. I love you all to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can do about it. We will talk again on tomorrow. Until then, you all take care.